We do not have any more action items. 11.0 is the superintendent's report, and I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Little.
You know, normally the July meeting is our fast meeting. I just want to FYI you there. But thank y'all for all that great discussion on vaping, an incredibly important topic. My report's going to be fairly quick tonight. I just wanted to talk and just give the board a quick update. The Council for Higher Education, that committee that met last week, has officially approved our dual enrollment sites at Gilbert High School as well as White Knoll High School. And so we're thrilled about that. Our partnership with USC Sumter has been absolutely critical about the increasing dual enrollment opportunities in our school district. And I just wanted to provide some quick numbers just to show how that has impacted Gilbert High School. Last year in 18-19, Gilbert High School had 100 dual enrollment requests. And this year they've had 348 requests. The math I have here, that's a 248% increase. So we're excited about that. And at White Knoll High School, last year they were at 197, and this year they're at 248. And so that number has increased by almost 26%. That's 25.9%. So we're excited about that. And overall, last year, our 18-19, we had 1,480 dual enrollment requests in our school district. And this year we have 1,771, which is an increase of 19.7. Again, I say this all the time when I talk about dual enrollment. Our kids are hungry for these opportunities. You know, one of the things in this school district is we have lots of opportunities, and as a result, kids have to make choices. You know, do I want to go to the center for this, or do I want to go to the center for that? Do I want to become an IB student? Do I want to go do, you know, do I want to go to the Lexington Technology Center? Do I want to go do all these other things? Do I want to take AP classes? Do I want to, you know, whatever it may be? And we have lots of those opportunities. And so for the fact that dual enrollment has blossomed so quickly in our school district really talks about our families and our students and what it means for these opportunities, and they are really interested in that. And so this is a number that is going to continue to grow, and I'm super excited about it. But I would also tell you this. So this is the fascinating thing that at least we found, and I don't have the district numbers on this one, but I know that they're growing according to Mr. Poole, is that at the same time that you see requests for dual enrollment growing and expanding, that we're also seeing at the same time an expansion of advanced placement opportunities. So it's not becoming an either-or situation, it's becoming a both-and situation. And then at the same time, our partnership with Midlands Technical College is also growing. And as we create seamless pathways in like pharmacology and engineering and welding and those types of things as well. So you really see what I think our USC partnership has done is really begin to change the conversation about a college-going culture in our communities, regardless of where kids go to school. And so I'll use my child as an example. She loves it when I call her name out in public, especially when she's sitting in the meeting, as she was last week. And one of my favorite things about what she's doing is she's both been an advanced placement student. This coming year, she will be a dual enrollment student, and she will take career and technology education classes. So it's really about a multiple pathway. This is not an either-or experience. It really is students starting to take advantage of all the opportunities that we begin to offer, but dual enrollment is an incredible part of that. So now if all things go well, now she still has to get through next year, and we're hopeful. But I mean, it's, you know, sometimes it can be touch and go for a while, at least for Kaylee. But I will say this, is that by the time she graduates, she'll probably have 15 to 18 credit hours that she'll be able to take with her. And be a CTE completer. And I wish Mr. Myers were still here to hear that, but she'll also probably be a CTE completer. And I always use this as an example. We had a young lady this year that is going to Harvard in the fall, and she also is a CTE completer. So the career technology education is really becoming a more fundamental part of what we do. And that's also something that I always talk about, that these are incredible opportunities for our kids, and more begin to take advantage of it. But dual enrollment has really kind of been the heart of that. But you're seeing it's not just AP students, it's not just dual enrollment students. You're really seeing the rising tide raises all ships. And so we're really excited about that. That's a big thing for our district. So that concludes my report, but I want to turn it over to Mr. Salters, who always has the distinction and pleasure of doing an operations report that's always at the end of the agenda. And so I just wanted to turn it over to him.
Thank you, Dr. Little. I'll be brief as I can be this evening. Get that presentation going, maybe. There we go. So I'm going to start out tonight. We've got a number of projects going on this summer. I want to highlight a few of those for you. Beechwood Middle School, we're excited to
Now,
let
that's
you
not
know.
a rendering. Is that a rendering?
Oh, no, sir, that's an actual
That's the
picture.
actual picture. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It looks like a rendering.
Yeah, that is an actual picture. No, it is an actual photo. I'm pleased to announce that our administrative staff moved into the building last week. We'll start moving our teacher supplies, materials, and their stuff from their various school locations into the building next week. We have our scheduled pickup scheduled for August 5th at the facility, and then there's an event day on August 15th as well that we're excited about. So really things are coming along at Beechwood. Another not rendering shot, but could be. It's amazing what you can get with an iPhone these days. So really looking forward to getting some staff and students in the building. We have sign-off from all of the appropriate agencies at this point, and so we're very pleased with that. This is the upper practice field area there. You can see the grass is green and ready for our C-team football activities to begin, and cheerleading activities and so forth that will occur there. This is a look inside the main office area. You can see we have some furniture that has started to move in, and they've taken occupancy of that space. Just a look back from the upstairs walkway to the main secured entryway. The main office would be here on your left. Classroom wings over on the right, front entrance in this area here, library over here on the left as well. So science lab, this is probably one of the favorite classrooms that will be in the campus. It's got a nice view out of these windows here. We're excited about that. This is a typical classroom, and some of the furniture offerings that will be in all of our classrooms throughout the district. We have a newer application that we're doing here with a larger whiteboard space that will be available. There actually will be a TV. You can see an outlet there. There'll be a TV hung here for display purposes, and then a TV on this wall here, also for student display and collaboration. Here's a lot of the furniture coming in. This is the cafeteria space and kind of been the storage receiving area for all the furniture that's going to be distributed throughout the building. The gymnasium, and it is configured with a divider partition so that you can run volleyball on one side and basketball practice on the other side. These activities that we have in the fall really consume these spaces, and so we need to have multi-use capabilities. This is the little theater, which is a typical size of our middle schools. Still some work going on in there. They're actually hanging the stage curtain today, and so that's one of the last things to go up in that space. Moving on to Carolina Springs Elementary School, as you recall, we have a number of projects in the bond referendum that we are keeping track of on our building page. This is not very exciting to you maybe, but this is a series of tankless water heaters that we have upfitted in our space here at Carolina Springs. These replaced the traditional storage water heaters that you may have had in your homes. These are much more efficient operation, and so we're excited about being able to do that. Moving on to Centerville, we've got our building pad ready. We're actually putting in underground plumbing. This is some sewer line that's going in under the building, so really excited about that. That may not mean much to you, but it's a really exciting time to see rebar start to come onto a site, that means you're starting to dig footings, and that means the building's going to be coming out of the ground soon. So that's a really good thing, and you can see that rebar being used here, and that forms the structural integrity of the walls that will go up. So making really good progress there. Again, this school opens in August of next year, so you'll see a lot of change over the course of the next few months there. Lexington High School, a number of things going on at Lexington High School. This is a bunch of old HVAC equipment that has been removed from our roofs and is soon to be hauled off. This is the new equipment that is soon to be set in that area. So we're doing this kind of in a phased approach and doing it wing by wing. Much excitement around this upgrade. The parking lot that was literally crumbling.
I think Greg shared he heard more about the parking lot at Lexington High School than any other issue in the community.
And so you can see from orientation, Lowe's Foods would be back here in this corner of the shot. So this is kind of the front parking lot area. We're doing this in coordination around the roofing activities, which has been kind of a trick to do that because the roofing requires a lot of lay down. But this is the front parking area. This is the guidance, our counseling advisement side of the building. Has been paved and restriped. Here's a shot of the roof, and that we are re-roofing in phases around the building. And so that's the roofer's about 60% complete at this point. We've had good weather. The heat is starting to impact some of that work, but they start in the middle of the night and knock off before really the heat of the afternoon. So Lexington Technology Center, we have a number of inside renovations that will occur there later, but this is the parking lot where the multipurpose room is here. So that parking lot has been repaved, which was in really dire need of that happening. This is the back road going down to the football stadium and the track area here, so that whole road has been repaved. When we finish the...
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah, speed bumps, and also will it have any crosswalks? Because I know that when the students, that was where that student got hit, right?
Yeah, the student actually was hit back here, probably 10 feet back. There's an island, and the student was crossing in that island. There will be speed bumps installed in all the areas where they were. So those are part of the plan, and crosswalks where appropriate. As like for example, in areas like this where sidewalks lead to the the area. So at the end of the paving project, all of the surface at Lexington High School and the Technology Center will be repaved, and restriped. So that's a...
Mr. Salters,
Yes.
did they pave the driveway going out of those parking lots to US 1?
They have not paved yet the driveway from the canopy connecting the two schools out to Lowe's Foods intersection, but that
Right.
will be repaved. Everything's going to be repaved.
Okay.
We've got a number of deliveries that are coming and going, and so they've been staging that around those deliveries for the roofing project. There's a lot of laydown that's being used by the roofing area. So when that stuff gets up on the roof and those heavy trucks are finished coming in and out, we'll be able to complete the paving. But everything will be repaved.
Okay, thank you.
And I just hope that the students take the opportunity to paint the rock and not the parking lot. Because there was a lot of activity in that driveway coming in and out of the school to paint that. It'll just break my heart to see that fresh asphalt painted up. But anyway, moving on to Pelion Middle School, the new facility there in Pelion. We have some aerial photos of this activity taken by a drone. So this is the main entrance. This is Highway 178. Our groundbreaking was right in this area right here, if you recall that activity. And so this is the site. Again, to orient you, the groundbreaking occurred up here in the top. We will have main driveway entrance coming in and looping around. The school building pad is in this area. You can see the changes in the dirt colors, and that's related to the building pad being prepared at this point. So really good progress, a better shot of it there. Really good progress occurring. We'll have a number of storm detention fields, if you will, back here, ponds. This site has infiltration because it's a very sandy site. So most of the water that is detained on the site will actually seep down into the soil on our property. So it's very interesting storm detention that you'll see develop as the pictures continue to come in. But really good progress there, getting close on a building pad to get started. Again, we're looking at ideally transitioning this campus not this coming January, but the following January. So a mid-year transition, because the building should be done around that time. And our hope is to go ahead and transition, since there's not a rezoning effort involved. It's just, teachers and students moving from one campus to the other. We would open that facility in January, so that otherwise it's going to really sit unoccupied for 6-8 months, which is not a really good use of that campus. It also allows us to get a jump on the improvements over at the current Pelion Middle School site. Moving on to White Knoll High School, we have done a number of flooring improvements there, replaced some old carpet with tile in some areas. This leads into a workroom area. Removed carpet in some classroom spaces. We found over the years that the tile surfaces are more allergy friendly, and they retain less dust and things like that, so they work a lot better. So we've gone in and replaced carpet with tile. And then in the main center commons area, we have new carpet in the circulation spaces there to replace the very dated carpet.
You just can't get it clean out.
Right. So really looks good. The photo doesn't do it justice, but I'm sorry. And then leading down our hallways, we've done the same thing. We've got these at that campus. We've got tile in certain sections, and then carpet in the middle sections of those hallways. So we've replaced that carpet as well. So it really makes that school look fresh and new. We're excited about that. Starting off our Future Ready Classroom Initiative, Lexington Elementary School is one of the first campuses to get some of this furniture, and this is just a shot of one of the elementary schools. And you can see that new furniture that's going to be going into all of our facilities. So we're excited about getting that underway. It's a huge project to do that all across the district. And then just a reminder, our building plan progress can be tracked at our website at this link. You'll go out there and you'll see every project that's listed, and then you'll see a before picture, and if there's something going on in that project, you'll see an after picture. And I'll be bringing those to you throughout the course of the year as well. But it's a great place to be able to keep up with what's going on with all of the projects across the district. And with that, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Great. Any questions or comments, board?
I just want to thank you and the team for that building plan progress, because I came on the board when we were finishing the previous referendum, and I don't think we had that in place. So again, I think that's a great resource for our community to see the work that's happening. I know we're always impressed in these meetings with the work that's happening, so thank you for sharing that.
Sure. Thank you. That's a team effort with our communications department. They do a great job working with us to keep that up and going. So
Okay, well,
Shout
keep
out
us
to them.
updated, exciting. And I believe we have been invited to the dedication of Beechwood Middle in
yes.
August. And
I think it's the
what day?
15th.
The 15th?
15th, I think it
Yeah.
is.
So, board, I hope everybody's got that on their calendars. I think it's it's early, 4 o'clock. And so that's traditionally something that the board always attends. So it's a big day for us, big day for that school and those students, exciting time. So thank you, Mr. Salters. Board 12.0 is for your information only. It is the end of the budget year, and we have started a new budget as of July 1. So we did change over, so.
We skipped 11.2.
Oh, 11.2. I don't have an 11.2.
It's a first reading policy, IJL, media material selection and adoption. Dr. Talley, you want to just
Yes, just very
Speak to that.
quickly. Thank you, Board. I am bringing this policy tonight to you for first reading. This policy's not been updated since 2005. I have given you a red line copy with our recommended changes and the current policy. So just appreciate if you look at it over the next month. I'll be bringing it back next month for action. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Dr. Talley. Okay, board, I think, am I ready to go to 12.0? Okay. Yeah, I have 12.1. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. So the items for board information are there, and 12.1 are the general fund budget transfers for information only. And 13.0 is adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Do I have a second? Who said second?
Tim.
Okay, Mr. Oswald. And all in favor, please stand up, and thank you. Great meeting, really good meeting.
All right. Thank y'all very much.